I was coming back from. Actually, I was leaving Big Kev's Christmas party, his annual Christmas party this
Wow,
weekend.
where was that? Sounds like it was a.
It was at his house, and there's like about 30 people there, and they do kind of a Secret Santa, but it's a whole different thing. It's the Spirit of Taking, it's called, and you get a number. When your number is chosen, you go up to the tree, you grab a gift, and then the next person's number is picked, and then you could either get to the tree and grab a gift, or you can steal it from the person that just took theirs. And then it goes the next number, and you can take from anybody else. So there's constantly people taking other people's presents.
But what if you liked what you unwrapped?
Attaboy.
You don't unwrap it until the end.
That's not,
so
that's not
some of these presents will get like celebrity status. Like, I want the one with the shiny one and the bow. And then you're like, oh, that present becomes like the coveted present, even though no one knows what's inside of it. Everyone's stealing it back and forth, and then you open it up, and there's nothing. There's bubble wrap inside, or something. And then the little piece of shit one no one wanted to get, that's what the good one is. Regardless, that isn't even the point I was making. We were talking about driving. And
what did you end up getting? People at least need to know that.
Oh, God.
After all this trading and conniving.
And giving.
I wound up getting the complete Josie and the Pussycats cartoon series on DVD.
Very nice.
Ooh.
That's
Ooh.
Well, they got
awful gift.
They have long tails and ears for hats.
For hats.
Guitars.
And then something else.
And suits that are good
that
for
match.
hazmat. Oh.
I don't know.
I don't know the rest of the song.
But Frenchie was there. You know, Mark, the French chef, of course.
Also known as the has-been.
Yes, a has-been from the show.
Yes.
And he was there, and he goes, I get lost coming here. I don't have a navigation. I will follow you to New York. And I go, no, Mark, I do 100 miles an hour. And he goes, I drive fast, too. I go, no, I literally do 100 miles an hour. You cannot follow me. It's impossible. And then he left dejected before I did, I think, because I think he kind of thought I was being rude, but I really do 100 miles an hour.
Should have rear-ended him on the way home.
Wham.
Pushed him
Looked like
a guardrail.
a scene out of Duel.
Any problems going 100 miles an hour?
Nope. I love it. It should be the fucking speed limit.
Yeah.
100. I would pay... What would I pay? I'd pay $20 a day for my own lane. For like a highway that's just for people willing to pay $20 a day to be on that. And if you fuck up, you're not allowed to use it. And by fucking up, I mean going under a certain speed limit, not moving over. It's 2 lanes. 1 lane's for passing, 1 lane's for driving. Both of them got to be very fast, and you get the fuck out of the way.
They are thinking of doing HOV lanes for rich people.
To get into the city, $30 a pop, right?
Yes, for rich people,
I'm in, as long as I could pedal to the metal.
They're thinking about it, but that's just going to get so clogged up.
It's going to bother people so much. Rich people are flying in.
I would wave to everybody.
Oh, yeah.
They wouldn't see it because I'd be going much too fast.
They say they guarantee you like less than a 10-minute wait at the tunnel to get in. Which everybody would do, no matter where your financial status is. Once in a while, if you were late for a meeting, or if you were going to be fired if you didn't make it in by a certain time.
Yeah.
There's times where that could come in very handy.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm boring myself at this point.
Did you like the Big Kev holiday party?
It is always fun.
It sounds like fun.
It's
It's
a fun
at his
time.
house.
Why
There's
can't
a
you
whole-
ever trash Big Kev?
I've trashed Big Kev.
There's nothing fun about what you just described.
No, when you got to be there.
Why?
Can't
Because
describe
everyone
it.
is buying awful gifts and wrapping them up. So
Yeah,
then the big goof is like, oh, you got Josie and the Pussycats.
No, the whole thing of it is the fact that certain boxes that are wrapped up get celebrity status where I want that. So alliances are made between couples and friends to try to figure out how you can keep that, because if someone takes it, then the other person will take it from them and get it somehow back to you.
How drunk do you have to get for that to be exciting?
Hammered.
All right, good.
Out of your gourd drunk, you got to get.
Yuck. Maybe I'm just jealous because I've never been invited to Big Kev's Christmas party.
Well,
why would I?
Our own E-Rock was there. And the lovely Mrs. E-Rock.
E-Rock was at the party?
Yes, he was.
I wasn't invited either.
No. Jimmy Norton wasn't invited?
Nope.
Well,
Kevin,
that isn't me.
Big Kev thinks I hate him. I don't hate him. I just can't relate to him. That's all.
That was funny. I was like, Big Kev thinks I hate him. I don't hate him.
I don't hate him.
It's just a strong dislike.
No, I don't even dislike him. I just can't relate. I can't relate to that geek crap, that geek culture.
Well, he's got
Not at all.
he does some fun interviews. I do like his horrendous interviews. Rule.
The best one was Samuel L. Jackson.
Amazing. Okay.
I must say, I've never heard a more in-depth interview with a person than I did Samuel L. Jackson when Big Kev interviewed him at one of those Comic-Con disasters that he goes to.
Big Kev?
Hey, there's Big Kev.
Good morning.
Hey.
Kev, thank you. I did have a good time at your bash.
Okay, thank you for coming.
Well said.
I'm
Very hurt that I wasn't
I'm
invited.
sorry. I've never invited Jim, and I'm sorry about that. I did invite Opie one time, but he didn't come, and I didn't really think he would, but I extended the invitation anyway. And
What was my excuse for not going? I want to remember.
I think you laughed at me when I invited you.
Oh, not even an excuse, just laughter.
And I wonder why I sit at home alone every weekend. This is the dark side of what I do for a living.
This sucks.
Phone doesn't ring, no email, nothing. I actually laughed at your invitation.
Yeah, you laughed at me when I invited you.
And then I left the party, and then I stopped in the city to have a little drink with Dan.
Yeah?
Yeah. For his post-show little drinking wind down period.
Nice.
And then drove home in some horrific ice storm that came out of nowhere. Boy, that was treacherous.
So, Big Kev, the big Christmas party was a success?
Oh, yeah, we had about 35 people in my apartment. It was very nice. I'm sorry I've never invited you, Jim. I probably should have.
Why wouldn't you?
Because I know you're very busy, and I didn't think you would come on a Saturday night. I'm sure you have spots to play and things. But I guess I should have invited you anyway.
No, you're right. I couldn't come, but I know you would let me come if I wanted to.
But let's be honest. Why didn't you invite Jimmy?
That's why I didn't invite him, because I thought you.
Let's be honest.
Let's be honest, because people will at least invite knowing that the person can't come, just to cover all bases.
I really, that's the only reason I didn't invite Jim. I get along great with Jim, I think.
I sense a problem between you and Jimmy. What is it?
No problem between Jim and I.
I sense a problem, the one I'm making right
You're
now.
not going to create one, so no, there's no problem.
No, there's definitely a problem. What would it be?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me.
All right, Big Kev.
All right, take care.
Could you invite me next year?
Sure, I'll invite you.
All right,
I'd love to have your girlfriend at the party.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem with me right now. Everyone wants to hang out with my girlfriend, but not me.
People like you.
No, they don't.
People just like her better.
They like her a lot better. That's fine.
Why? Because she's fun and smiley.
My own family likes her better than me at this point. What
You're
can
a good
I tell you?
egg.
That's why I'm going to go to a
I'll definitely
I'm going to a
invite you up
therapist.
if you want to make the trip out of the big city. You're definitely invited for next year.
All right.
Are you going to a therapist?
No.
Should.
That was just the radio bit.
No.
It was?
Let's talk about it.
No, I'm not going.
I think you'd like it.
Nope.
Why don't you just try it?
Nope.
I think you're open enough.
All right, I'll try it as a goof, and then
If
I'll come
you
back
sit there
with my observations.
and just try it.
I think you're open enough to benefit from it. For real. I'm not saying you need it because you're nuts, but you're open enough to benefit from it.
No.
Look how uncomfortable he's getting at even the prospect.
No.
But you would goof on it, but something helpful would happen.
Like
when you
what?
went. Like they cause you to look at things, and they show you patterns, which is really helpful because the thing about them that I like is they have no interest in me whatsoever, and that's the selling point for me. They have no reason to lie.
Time?
Yeah, that's why I can't go.
That's what they'll do.
Good.
I'm not.
I don't. Does a regular doctor, when he fixes me up, give a shit about me? Of course he doesn't. First question: where's your insurance? At least some therapist will work on a sliding scale with you if you don't have money. I mean, I don't care what their motives are. I care what they can tell me.
No, I already know my deal. And
Knowledge is no defense.
And I'm. Holy shit! Where did you read that from?
It's true. It's about alcoholism. Knowledge is no defense against the first drink, as they say.
Wow.
The first trick.
The first drink. Like if I know I'm an alcoholic, well, that knowledge does nothing to stop me from abusing it.
All right.
Ooh.
I'm gonna throw myself under the bus. Fuck that therapy. Where does this go? Where does this go?
You talk for an hour.
Oh.
They help you. I haven't cried in therapy. I'm much more open to crying in other places. She gets all the information.
I want to get a good cry in.
It can be very
Good
helpful.
try.
I think it'd be very helpful.
No.
I think you'd like it.
It would be the end of the radio show.
No, it wouldn't. Not at all.
Yeah, it
You
would
kidding
be.
me? No way.
Oh, yeah, it would be. I got something for you guys. Instead of therapy,
I like therapy.
I lose myself in music.
I think without the therapy, it could be the end of the radio show.
Exactly. I know. Why do you
the
think
scary
why
part.
do you think
That's
I'm
the
pushing
fun
you?
part.
What the hell are you talking about?
I
think
know
you
it
want
wasn't
to touch
because
with your feelings?
you actually cared about
That's
me.
not true. I do care about you. That's not true at all.
I'm not stupid.
I care about you very much. When we were off
right.
the air, did I not care about you?
Not
Knowing
really.
that we'd someday be back? Of course I did.
I like to sing. That's my therapy.
Everyone knows that. You're good.
CD2.
Oh. Way to straighten it out.
CD2.
I can't play this. I
Play it.
I know how bad this is. This is the raw audio, though. They're gonna like.
Play it. It's gonna be great.
No.
Let's hear.
This is really
Let's hear. It's gonna be good. No. Come on.
I lost my voice because I was trying to sing my heart out.
Let me hear.
I want to hear you because you put out you belt out a tune.
Let me
You can
hear.
hold a note.
Let me hear. I got my headphones real tight now.
All right. I hope you know. I hope you know that this has nothing to do with you. It's personal. Myself and I. We've got some straightening out to do. And I'm gonna miss you like a child misses their blanket. But I gotta get a move on with my life. It's time to be a big girl now. And big girls don't cry. Big girls don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry.
This son of a bitch, on some level, actually likes his voice.
I do not.
He likes his voice.
That's me actually. That's me actually trying to sing.
Really?
Yes. You thought that was me doing a goof.
Yeah.
No,
I
that
wouldn't-
was me giving it my all.
Well, that's kind of a hard song for a guy to sing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not a guy's song.
Yeah. There's no more takes, right?
I think it's another take.
I can't wait.
It's time to be a big girl now.
Big girl.
And big girls don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry.
This could be the first time ever the Pal Talk people are bitching that the sound is on.
That's
You're making me cry.
that's really me trying to sing though.
Please mute the room.
See, I know what I could have done as a goof and sound, like awful on purpose, but that's what my whole angle was to try to actually sound good.
Everyone's
awful
saying
accident.
everyone's saying the ringtone. That's going to be their new ringtone.
Jimmy can't even look at me.
How can you after that?
I was thinking, yes, the Joke Man, Snap Man.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my falsetto.
Song of the year. Well, there's a fan.
That's my falsetto. Thank you. Why don't we take a break?
Therapy.
No.
You'll love it.
I've been nicer lately.
It's not about being nice.
No, my chick calmed me down. She's got me on the right path. I don't need a therapist.
You do.
No, that's for no.
It's helpful.
No, it's not for me.
It's helpful.
No, because they don't give a shit.
That's the beauty of them.
No.
They don't pretend to give a shit. That's why I like them.
No, I would know if they were pretending to give a shit, and that's the problem. Because I think they do pretend to give a shit, and they don't give a shit.
You
No one's supposed to give a shit.
You develop a relationship with them after a while.
It's not a give a shit.
My therapist has given me her number, and she's like, if you have a real problem, call me, like with this or that. Like
Ooh.
she's actually, but after a while, and they get to know that you're not some psychopath, but she's good. Yeah, man, it's not a cure all, but it's like helpful. Like I do feel a lot better. Like I see patterns in myself. I'm like, fuck, what am I doing? I really do. You
Like
see,
what? What's one of the patterns?
behavioral patterns about getting close to people and shit like that. Like with a girlfriend, why do I get to a certain point and then back off emotionally? What the fuck am I afraid of? It's not even about sex. Like, why do I get to a certain point where I'm in love and then try to wreck it somehow?
Is there an answer to that?
I don't know. I mean, it's almost like I realized this myself. I got so mad at my girlfriend for teasing my glasses. And then I remembered that when I was in 6th grade, I got glasses for the first time, and the girl I was in love with didn't like them. I'm like,
second time.
It's weird how you connect things.
The glasses are a little weird, though.
Of course they are. They're coming off Friday.
Yeah.
Friday
wide.
And does your girlfriend now prefer sitting in sticker bushes? Then
Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
I love that story.
But I just realized certain things that I didn't.
Poor little Jimmy.
She'll help me realize things I don't like about other people. Sometimes are things that I have in myself. Like she's like, "Are you sure that's not something that you don't do?" And I'm like, "Ugh."
Really?
Die already. But yeah, she's sharp. But she's nice. She's not imposing, and she's not a phony. She's a nice woman. And it's easier to talk to a woman.
Yeah.
And she's not judgmental. She doesn't give a shit what you tell her. Like as far as, tisk, tisk, which people who care about you do.
I might, no, I don't, no.
I'll drive you.
Let's say, what's, Jim in Jersey, what's up?
What's going on, man?
Hey.
Hey, Jim.
Please never play that ever again. I'm actually hiding under my desk right now.
That was me really giving it my all, too.
Oh, dude,
I mean, let's be honest. How bad was that?
It was pretty bad.
It wasn't even like bad enough to be funny. It was just really bad.
It's just pretty bad.
It's just pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like when Kenny sings bad, it's funny.
Yeah.
When I sing bad, you just feel sorry for me.
Well, the difference was that you have no music with yours, which. So
well, that was the raw audio.
Yeah.
No, I know. But
raw
with Kenny,
audio, and I'd be surprised to hear that. I want to hear that with the music.
No, you won't.
Yeah,
You will
definitely
not.
want to hear it with the music.
No, you won't be hearing that.
Why? With the musical background? I think we should.
No, see, this is the only copy. And
it'll be awkward at first. I mean, you sit down and they'll go, like,
shut up.
And you go, I'm all right. I'm not too sure why I'm here. I don't think I really need it.
No, I
And
know.
they'll go, well, tell me what you
I
think.
know all my issues. I just gotta like I don't know.
Well, I know mine too, but I can write them down for you. There's a book about them, but it doesn't matter.
Look, this show works because we all have our issues. Let's just keep it that way.
No. Like my demons that make me funny. There's a very fine line with harnessing them. It's like the same things that make me funny ruin me. So it's like there has to be a way to harness that part of myself and make it work for me, but it's also very destructive.
You're not going to get rid of who you are.
No. That's the fear.
You just know where you came from.
But you described what I do for the show. Some of the things that that are endearing to the listeners also can ruin us.
No, but there's
I like that.
Yeah, but I have the same kind of monsters, and at times they're very productive for me. And I'm not talking about you secretly by saying me. I sincerely am talking about me. At times they are fucking very productive and helpful in my art, and at times they hurt me and make me less productive. My sexual addiction, that's not about just fucking hookers. Like, you know, it's about fucking, what is this fucking need to not be alone with myself in a room? I cannot be alone with fucking Jim Norton.
Really?
Yes. Like, it's amazing I've gotten anything done. As much time as I spent jerking off and fucking distracting myself. She told me, like, I like to avoid feeling something. And I understand that. I'm like, yeah, but I'm afraid of being bored. And she's like, well, your life now sexually is boring. I mean, not with your girlfriend, but with what you do with the porn. She's like, what's exciting about that? It's the same stuff over and over. Like, all right, yeah.
That's hard to.
Do you think your therapist?
It's hard to argue, though. I mean, like, that's a hard point for a therapist to argue.
What do you mean?
It's the same thing over and over. No, it's fucking porn. You could jack off to that till the fucking cows come home.
You can.
And then jack off to the cow.
Yeah, absolutely. And jack over the cow's mouth, cut eater.
What's her point?
Just that, like,
She's trying to downplay the hotness of porn.
no, she's not. What she's saying is I'm using it to numb myself for feelings. And the sexual obsession is a numbing element. And she's right. It numbs me. It takes me away from feeling anything, from experiencing anything.
From being Jimmy
Just
Norton.
from being alive, man. It really does. And it's like anything else. I mean, drinking has a more obvious effect because you're drunk. Drugs have a more obvious effect. But when you're zoned out, like, and you're just zoned out. You feel nothing when you know what I mean. So you feeling turned on, quote unquote. But sometimes my dick's not even hard. I'm just jerking off. My dick's not hard. Like, what am I doing? I'm fucking running. It's silly.
Wow, what is it about Jim Norton that can't be just alone with your own thoughts and?
I don't know.
Still trying to figure that one out.
Same thing that Anthony Cumia and Greg Hughes have. It's called self-loathing, and let's be honest, it comes out in everybody in different ways.
I have a problem with confrontation.
Yes.
I don't confront. I don't voice my feelings. I won't talk to people about, if I'm upset about something or things like that. I'll just plaster on my smile and go through my day.
Suppressing rage, of course. I mean, it's all childish
anything,
stuff.
rage or anything else. And I think it is because when I was growing up, my lovely environment I grew up in with my parents, who were completely confrontational and confronting each other all the time, why would I want to revisit that? Why in God's name would I ever want to revisit confrontation when it's all I grew up with?
I'll tell you what.
So I don't. I fucking I
go to another place.
Because that's fucking stuffing stuff is so bad. It's almost like,
is it?
It's so fucking it's a health risk, and I know it is, but I feel myself, the rage I feel, the irrational shit comes out when I don't deal with stuff. I deal with it somehow. You put too much air in the balloon, it bursts for that, but it fucking comes out at bad times.
Yeah.
It comes out at bad fucking times. Like, I have so much anger from other stuff that comes out. People think I'm mad at them, but I'm not. It's like I don't know how to fucking be healthy with it.
I had another incident this weekend. Speaking of rage.
Oh, boy.
That you just reminded me of. You know when you, like, see in, like, mafia movies, like, how they slam car doors into people's heads and stuff?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. I like that move.
I might have done that this weekend.
Oof.
Yeah.
How's Lindsay?
I don't know. No. No, my rage is getting a little scary at times. Maybe that's why I have to talk to someone. No, we went to dinner on Friday, and here in New York City it was an awful, horrible night, and it was almost impossible to get a cab, right? So we started walking, and it was brutally cold with the wind chill and stuff, and I'm just trying to take care of my girl. I could walk home, whatever. I'm like, all right, we got to get a cab, right? So we're on a side street, and all of a sudden, lucky us, the cab's light goes on right as we're in front of it, and this lady's getting out. So Lindsay, all excited, is like, we got a cab. I'm like, holy crap. And this cab's not even near the traffic light. So she's actually holding the door while the two ladies get out. And all of a sudden, this guy comes from nowhere and goes, that's my cab. And he didn't see me, but he saw Lindsay and thought he could take advantage of Lindsay. And he's like, that's my cab. I eyed the cabbie. There's no way.
Eyed the cabbie. Go fuck yourself.
So that's exactly what I said. I said, go fuck yourself. This is our cab. And at that moment, I saw another guy, and I'm thinking to myself, fuck. I'm not that stupid. I'm like, fuck, 2-on-1. I'm going to get my ass fucking kicked. Turns out the other guy wasn't with him. And at that split moment, as I was sizing up the situation, trying to figure out what I'm going to do, the guy pretty much pushes Lindsay aside and jumps in the cab. So I hold the door, and I'm ready to yank him out. And he was, it was obvious I wasn't going to be able to yank him out, and his whole leg was still out of the cab. So I got two really good shots in with the door. Boom! Boom! Really hard. The guy went into panic mode, was able to close the door, and took both his hands and locked the door right in front of us. And he was in a major panic. And then I might have started yelling and screaming, begging Lindsay to let me beat the shit out of the guy. and then I spit on the cab.
Oh, I see nothing.
And then the
wrong.
rage was over, but then I looked like an idiot because everyone's looking at me. But in that moment, I was so fucking I wanted.
That's a clear reason to be mad.
And I wanted to beat the shit out of the guy. And I was asking my girl, I'm like, please give me permission to stop this fucking cab and beat the shit out of this guy. I was so pissed. And the reason I was pissed, and whether it makes sense or not, was that the guy didn't see that there was anyone with Lindsay and thought he could just strong arm his way, past a girl to grab a cab in horrible weather here in New York. When any other person would have gave their cab to a chick, right?
Yeah.
In that situation, if you're both running for a cab and it's questionable whose cab it is, I swear to God, because I know people think I'm one way on the show, I'd be the one going, yeah, here, why don't you have this cab? I'll try to, I'll walk or I'll try to get the next one.
Or how about something like, hey, where are you going? Maybe we can share the ride.
I'd be happy to beat a hot chick out for a cab. I would love it.
But I went old mobster film, and I took the door and started beating him up with
whacked his leg
twice, and then he was able to get the leg in and lock the cab.
Should have kept his leg out. Cab explodes like Vince's limo.
Nice, right?
But that's not to me the angry part of that is more like when you feel like you can't defend your girl. That's almost about the girl is there and you feel like she's somehow been violated, even in a shitty way of someone just kind of pushing their way by her, and then you can't be helpless. You know what I mean? That's about letting her know that she's fucking
complete lack of masculinity at that point.
And that's what's very frustrating.
You have to be able to defend your chick.
I was livid, and the only reason I didn't pull him because, like I said, I saw this other guy. And I'll be honest, too, the other guy was a pretty big fucking dude. And, as much as we all, act like tough guys, we size up the person you're going to mess with. That's just human nature. And I saw there was going to be 2-on-1, and the second guy was a lot bigger, but it was just another guy walking by. And that's what pissed me off more than anything. And the guy was able to get in the cab
when
I turned around.
You've distracted me, you cocksucker.
Beat the big guy up? So I had another moment on Friday.
Yeah.
That's not that bad. I mean, it's not like...
At least that's a reason.
At least you had a reason to be annoyed. You know what I mean?
But
you didn't handle it right,
But the best, and I wasn't drunk or anything, the best was after the incident, he locked the car door, I'm screaming, not screaming, but yelling as loud as I can, please give me permission to beat the shit out of this guy. And she's looking at me like, you're insane.
Hey,
Calm
lunatic.
the fuck down.
Oof.
Calm the fuck down.
But back to therapy. I think
for you, it's working. Right?
You're fine. Yes and no. At times it is. At times it's not.
Trust me, I've controlled myself an awful lot in the last 2 months. I'll just say that much.
But my thing is not even.
There's so much stuff I want to say and do, and I trust me, I'm doing a lot more thinking these days. Trust me on that.
I know.
Then that's all I'll say about that.
But
because even just discussing this will get me in trouble.
Therapy is
with
good.
Certain people.
Therapy is very helpful. Nothing wrong with going in because the stuff's already in there. It already affects me.
No,
so why not vomit it? That's what it is. It's emotionally vomiting.
I'm fully aware of my chemical makeup. It's very cut. It's very cut and
dry.
Cut and dry. Yeah, my mom was completely insane my whole life growing up, and my dad was completely normal and full of love. And I got right down the middle. I got both of them, right down the middle.
So there's ways to.
So what am I going to do about that?
I'll tell you what. There's ways to make because I think that you're a lot sweeter. This is corny, but you're much nicer than people would think. You're much more responsive to emotional and nice stuff than people would think. So there's a way to embrace the one side of me, of course, and let the other side be there because it's always going to be there. But make it. There's ways to fucking let the good side of me kind of win in the arguments with the shitty side of me. Like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of ways to do that without torturing myself. Practice is one way. I think. I mean, I'm a fucking loon. I have to go. I'm not out banging. It's just it doesn't matter.
Right.
When you're jerking off for that many hours or whatever you're doing for all that time and it's making you unhappy, it's like, what the fuck
I just think it's hysterical going to therapy, but no offense.
Oh, no, of course not.
Because you're jacking off.
Oh, I know.
Well, it's not just for jacking.
I know.
It's for the obsessive.
That must be a little weird, though, talking to a female therapist about your jerking off.
It's weirder than
you think she gets hot?
No, she doesn't give a fuck.
You honestly don't think she doesn't give a fuck?
Not even a little.
Talking about sexual shit.
With me? No, because I'm not talking about hot stuff. At all. I'm not being sexy in my descriptions. I'm just being blunt.
By the way, I wasn't going for a joke there.
I know.
I was really curious.
I know.
Because I'm sure therapists hear a lot of stuff, and I wonder if they're like, they're being professional, but inside they're like, holy shit, this is fucking... I'm going to spend a couple more minutes on this subject for my own personal use.
I'm very informative with my therapist. She gets all information, but I'm not emotional with her. Like, I can't cry in therapy. I can cry with my girlfriend, or I can cry watching a movie because I'm a fucking sap.
Right.
But in therapy, I don't cry. And like I'm when I'm talking to you guys right now, like as detached as I am right now and just giving you information, that's how I talk to her. And she's actually said to me at times, like, I feel like you're performing right now. Like, not comedically, but, you know, and she's right. At times
You're just doing like a monologue?
Yes, just, again, dishing out information to her with no connection to what I'm saying.
That's fine, though. You're talking.
Right.
You are. But
is it calculated to try to... Is what you're saying calculated in a way where you're trying to sway her, not opinion of you, but like you're choosing your words a little too carefully and maybe shining them up a little bit, and you ought to just spew the shit out?
Sure, like because I want her analysis to kind of go along with what I already think of myself, so of course I want to send it out that way. But, you know, she points stuff out, and she's not overbearing. I can't take that shit. People think it's going to be like ordinary people. Where you call your therapist at 3 in the morning crying and they rush over in their sweater. My God, what's wrong? Are you having a breakthrough? My God! Never. Yeah. But she did say, if you really need to, you can call me. It's okay. And she meant it.
You're that fucked up where even if in the middle of the night you need something, call me.
Yeah, like if something's really wrong or whatever. My girlfriend's in therapy, as she should fucking be.
Oh, no.
But I mean, like, she has like a years-long relationship with her therapist.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like for years ago it was like, it's this trendy thing people do. But in life, there's so much fucking tension and so much pressure and stress, and there's so many ways to unhealthily fucking build shit up. It's just a healthy hour a week for me.
Yeah. By the way, Matt LaFar from Queensbury. We love Matt LaFar from Queensbury. He writes, nice split personality, Opie. 1 minute singing like a faggot. Next minute slamming a guy's leg in a car door. I can't believe Jimmy thinks you need therapy. What? Why is Dan and Sam trying to do their own radio show during our radio show? What happened?
Sam forgot to use his inside voice. Your mic was on right here.
Yeah, what happened?
No, we're just putting together line of the day.
Oh, we can go home already?
Yes.
All right. Brought to you by Bodog.
Hint, hint. No, I was kidding.
What happened there? I looked at the clock on. Wow.
Why are you saying hint, hint? This is kind of interesting radio. People are kind of glued to their radio sets.
It's being really silly. I'm enjoying this too, and I think Jim's onto something.
A good...
Shut the fuck up.
I am. And could use it.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, text message.
I think a good cry rant would be helpful.
I don't need a cry. That's for sure.
I think so.
Yeah. When was the last time
Anger's
you
very
cried?
safe.
When was the last time you cried?
Anger's a cover-up.
Let me think. No, anger isn't a cover up. I'm trying to think.
I'm saying for
Extreme home makeover last night was a tough one. And before you call in, I didn't even see it. I'm done with that stupid show. It started bringing emotion out of me, and I don't want that.
Anger's
so I watched it 3 weeks in a row, and I know what this is about, and I've seen enough.
But my anger doesn't come out, Jimmy. It comes out in little bursts if it really builds up, but not in bursts where, you know, I'm friggin' punching people. It comes out in like, oh my God, am I fucking pissed?
But then it's
like
still
enough.
in there, though.
But then, yeah.
So you push it down.
I can't be confrontational. I'd rather be diplomatic and solve a problem at the expense of me getting angry and letting that out. That to me is easier. It's like almost like a martyrdom kind of thing. Like, I'll take the anger, I'll take the shit and stuff, but I need to diplomatically and very civilly take care of an issue or a problem that I'm having.
Well, that's like doing stuff like that's like responsible. Like when you don't act in anger, you handle things like whether it's in my work or my professional life, or my personal life, or on stage. I mean, there's times where I don't allow the anger to overrun me because it can block things. Of course.
But there are certain times I should be angry and express it, and I don't.
Why is Jimmy bringing this mumbo jumbo to the Opie and Anthony show?
Well, I think that most of our fans are fucking self-hating
mumbo
jumbo.
And I tell you, anger is safe. At times it's called for. That would make me angry.
Yeah.
But normally under it, I've found that it's fucking normally it's fear or it's sadness or it's embarrassment or it's hurt feelings. But that shit is not, as a man, it's hard for me to control that. You motherfucker, that's easy to control because I'm a man, that's anger. But
yeah.
the smoke screen, it's like, when my girlfriend pisses me off, Like, that dummy, she really hurt my feelings when she didn't like my glasses. But I was angry at her. I was like, I fucking cunt. I was mad, but I was really hurt. I was embarrassed. I felt stupid and ugly. Like, she hit a soft spot without meaning to. But you guys didn't because you're my fucking guy friends. I thought it was hilarious. I don't fuck you. So I don't care what you think of my physical being.
Yeah, and that's what hurts me, Jimmy.
Of course.
Are we sharing?
Yes.
My fiance made me feel really stupid last night.
Oh, no.
She said that my sweatpants smelled.
Did you smell like ass?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I think she laughed a little.
Shit, what are you doing? She's a 10.
She really is a 10.
And you got fucking ass-smelling sweatpants on. You want to be in the shower like every hour.
She embarrassed me, and I walked off to the bathroom to scrub up. And I threw the sweatpants away.
That is embarrassing.
And the Philly crew was up. The Philly crew was up, and 3 or 4 of them were on the couch, and my girl and me, and we're watching football. And every time I got up, people were like looking around, like, "What the fuck?"
No!
And then
someone must have said something when you were away.
Probably. And then Kenny, Lindsay's brother, was a huge fan of Ron and Fez.
He doesn't like us?
I think they like Ron and Fez a little better.
Noon to 3, right here on 202.
The Philly crew loves Ron and Fez. They came up just for the Winter Carnival.
Fez has that attitude.
And then I kept getting up, and he goes,
Ronnie.
He goes,
Fez doesn't talk.
Did you fart? I go, no.
Oh, no.
And all of a sudden I got a whiff, but I'm like, oh, that's weird.
Oh,
and then after everyone left, my girl had to tell me that I have stinky pants.
That's fucking embarrassing.
Oh, you got like poopy pants. You had like a bad diaper on. Does Opie have to be changed?
And then she gave me a little talking to that, because I like to go to the gym and work out a lot, and maybe I should have more than 2 pairs of sweatpants, and maybe I should be washing them.
Yeah.
Washing them a little bit more than I do.
Yeah.
So, Jimmy, I can relate.
That's embarrassing.
I felt very embarrassed.
Unsexy. Your beautiful girl tells you that there's something about that's unsexy, and it's embarrassing. Yeah, man. But you didn't get mad at her, though. Like, to me, that's good, though, because you're like, yeah, that's embarrassing. I'm a dummy. I get angry, and I fucking mask that embarrassment or that shame.
How do you do that?
I get fucking mad.
Oh.
And I'm like, I can't. My girlfriend's great at diffusing an argument. Like, she'll go, look, I just want to work this out. And it annoys me because I want to remain angry because I don't want to tell her you hurt me. You really embarrassed me by saying that. You made me feel fucking unsexy or whatever it is. Or I feel embarrassed. It's not masculine to feel that shit. It's masculine to feel anger or to want to knock somebody in the teeth or want to be brave enough to knock somebody in the teeth. It's not fucking, it's not masculine to be hurt. Women are taught that they can be hurt, and that's cool, but we're not. So as men, we feel like faggots when we're unhappy or sad. You know what I mean? It's amazing. That's why women probably fucking have less strokes than we do, because they cry with each other when stupid waiting to exhale is on, and we do what you did, which is get up and go, I gotta go to the toaster! I do the same shit. And now my girlfriend laughs because I'm a blubbering fruitcake with movies.
So why don't we,
a blubbering fruitcake?
But she doesn't care. She likes that.
You faggot.
I'm the worst.
Oh, that's funny.
But
why don't we,
all sit and have a big cry. We should go out in the woods nude and play the bongos.
Let's try to get us all crying today.
No.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
I don't know. We can watch a video or something.
it wouldn't do it for me. I can cry pretty easily,
Let's get a good cry going.
It is very healthy, though. It really, it makes your nose stuffy. But it's very
it makes your nose stuffy.
All the energy
If
out.
you play Frank Sinatra, I'll cry for everybody, and then I'll leave.
Aw.
And then you won't see me for a while.
Crying is a weird thing we have.
Probably a month or so.
A fucking weird shame that men have with it. It's such a healthy way of fucking getting emotion out. But
but it's just that's a taboo.
Can I tell you?
Yeah.
For men, you don't cry.
Can I tell you this will make everyone uncomfortable, but I love this. In some sick way, I love this. So when I was like first dating Lindsay, well, no, we were dating a while. I think we were coming back from Philly, and she's a huge Frank Sinatra fan. You might not want to hear this story.
Oh no, okay.
And she had her CDs, and I think she had like a Frank Sinatra Greatest Hits CD. And we're jamming tunes. It was cool. It was just one of those things, song after song. I was like, yeah, right on, man. I'm digging this today. And then what was the song that my dad liked?
It was a very good year. It was Summer of what's it called? Summer of my...
It was, yeah, I think it's called Summer of...
Autumn of my years?
Something like that, yeah.
It's a good song.
And it came on, and I was trying to be cool because I'm like, you don't want to like let your guard down. I wasn't at that stage.
That's just a sad song.
I wasn't at that stage to totally let my guard down with Lindsay, who's now my fiance, but I was getting there. So the song comes on, and I'm like, She knew right away. What's wrong? I'm like, And I told the story recently on the air. I said, that's the song my dad loved and would put on. He had a 78, and he'd put it on in the living room.
78?
Oh, yeah. My dad had
Holy shit, I didn't think that speed was ever used.
My dad had those original 78s, like thousands of them. I don't know if they're worth anything, but he was huge into collecting music, but he was a bit older than me, so he had like Tony Bennett and Sinatra and all that shit. And he would put that on and just enjoy himself and think about his life and sing the song and stuff by himself. Loved it.
Wow.
Would do it almost every day.
Ooh.
So when I think of my dad, I think of that moment.
Oh, no.
He's obviously not around anymore. Most people know that. And so the song comes on, and I'm like, oh, my God, what to do? And she could tell, and I told the story, and she's ready to push, like, next track. I'm like, no, it's all right. It's all right.
I got it.
Look, I can handle this. I'm trying to be cool. I can handle this. We were coming into the Lincoln Tunnel around the big helix.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking balling.
Oh, no.
Fucking balling in front of my chick.
Oh, shit.
Because I'm like, nah, I can.
Fucking traffic.
I'm fucking.
You gotta try to blame it on something else. I don't have Easy Pass.
I hate that fucking Timex billboard.
Fuck the Panasonic Jam Cam.
Jim Norton at the Brigada. Look at the billboard. It's as big as a fucking building.
Were you embarrassed, or were you cool that she was seeing you cry?
No, I mean, before that, I knew she was definitely, the chick for me. No, so I wasn't. Was I embarrassed?
You had to be a little bit.
Maybe a little, but it wouldn't be like I don't know what I was. Obviously sad.
Yeah, obviously.
I think in the end, it was really cool that I was able to show her that.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. But fucking bawling. And then the next track came on. It was like Summer Wind or something. Like, all right, cool. Let's get back to where we're having this fun little drive with Sinatra. Bawling.
Oh, man. Phew. That's a toughie.
What I meant by a bit older, I meant a bit older than most,
Dads.
parents, you idiot. Someone writes, Opie's dad was just a bit older than him.
What? What? People don't fucking listen.
Don't have to listen that close. You know what I mean? If I'm saying he had Frank Sinatra and Tony Bennett, most kids my age, I mean, their parents were into the Doors and the Beatles. My dad just missed that era. Missed it. So that was a moment there, too. And I let the emotion come out.
Yeah.
I'd let it come out. I don't avoid it always.
I'm trying to remember. I can't.
Yeah, see, it's helpful.
All that I remember is like Ghost.
Ghost?
Well, when I was watching Ghost and the little tear came out of Demi Moore's eye.
That made
a
you
single
bawl?
little tear.
That made you bawl?
I was like, no, I just got like...
Why
I was like, what is that? Stop that.
Why is someone telling me to die in a fire because I had stinky pants and I cried to fucking Sinatra?
Stinky pants.
Maybe they're hoping the fire would burn your awful pants.
Hopefully that wasn't the same day.
Dude.
When everyone at the party smells your ass, those are bad pants. I've never heard of that, actually.
I have never heard of an entire room full of people knowing how stinky
family
is.
looked at each other.
I was mortified. I went into the bathtub and I was doing fucking soap scoops over and over and over. I could barely sit down today. I was scrubbing so fucking hard.
Didn't you smell it yourself? If you're working,
I kind of did, but I thought it was somebody else. And I was like, God, that's got to be embarrassing for that guy. He's got stinky pants. I swear to God,
it's you.
That's what I was thinking.
Your ass smell. They're trying to eat chips and watch the game, and your ass smell is fucking lingering in the air.
Dude, I've been farting a lot lately, and I think it's because I got that Nespresso machine that Super Agent Bob Eatman got us, which you got to bring yours in because you're not using it. We can use it for coffee in the morning. So I'm drinking a lot more milk, and I think it's causing horrific farts, man. Horrific. Air farts, where just that warm air.
Yeah. Why don't you try skim milk or lactate helps me a little bit because the lactose fucks me up a bit.
Is that what your therapist said?
No. My therapist didn't care about that. I don't fire around her.
What kind of milk are you using, Jim?
I said half and half, and she said, "Is that an expression for bisexuality?"
Oh,
yes.
And I said, "No, it's not. 1%." She said, "Is that an expression for not committing?"
And I got another one from the weekend. We were all getting the Philly crew wanted sake, and we were getting milk for some cappuccinos before the big winter carnival, and getting some like Red Bulls, just getting the necessities before going out. And we're at a corner bodega, and there's what looks like a Java log on the counter.
Ooh.
So my chick has to ask about the Java log, and then explains how terrific they are according to me. And this guy was like, I don't want to talk to you. But she insisted on, embarrassing me with the Java log, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you had a Java log in your sweatpants.
You can't get over that, right?
I really can't get over it.
I've never had people make eye contact over the chips that someone's ass smell.
Do you have a food? We're on a roll here.
Yes.
Do you have a food that makes your ass leak? I'm trying to figure out the food
leak? No,
not leak. Like kind of
need a new gasket.
Gives you a little cranky ass, a little
sweaty crack, or just a gross.
But you could wipe and clean it up.
Food.
You could clean it up nice, and an hour later there might be a little what can only be deemed as slight leakage.
Let me tell you this about my asshole, and let's for the record, it's fucking. You could eat fucking ham and eggs out of it. It's immaculate.
You never get cranky ass?
Fucking my asshole. Of course, in moments I do, but it's rare. You could basically open my ass and put your nose in there, and you'd feel like you were breathing in sunshine.
Oh.
I mean, honestly, my ass is hairless, and I scrub it like a motherfucker.
Here's what an ass needs. A good scrubbing in the shower.
Yes.
A good scrubbing, soap, the washcloth, the whole deal.
You guys...
Get in there. Get in there for some action.
You know what? You guys aren't ready for therapy.
And then...
Sorry, you're lying.
I'm not.
You don't get,
It's very rare.
I can only... It's not... It's kind of like... I like sushi, and I think I eat too much wasabi, and I think somehow that breaks down and starts leaking out of my ass.
I don't think anything...
It's kind of like that butterscotch.
No, I don't get
I don't think anything can leak out of your ass.
Don't say I got a loose ass and all that fucking bullshit. This is every once in a while, so I'm trying to figure out what food is causing this.
I'm just trying...
And I'm not alone, so someone fucking call up. Because they said the chips did it with that
Alestra.
What?
What was that called?
Alestra.
Yeah. Alestra.
Yeah.
So this is something that's going on, and I'm just asking, what is the food that makes it happen to you?
Well, I don't think I have one. I mean, but again, I have enough problems. My asshole leaking isn't one. I'm not saying
and
that
then
never
wipes.
stinks.
The goddamn aloe wipes or whatever they are.
Dude,
after you do that, you got to use those.
Do you understand how clean my ass has to be? I pull hair, and I'll put a girl on her back and put my ass on her mouth and make her lick it. I'll rub a girl's nose in my ass, and I'll say, just your nose. Brush your nose on my ass. It smells clean. It's clean. I would never do that if it wasn't clean. Ever. I'm never self-conscious about my ass.
I would never.
Hope he can just make women pass out on the street, using his
That's
pants.
true. That's how he kidnaps people. Puts his sweats on their face.
Chloroform.
Just dangles. That's how he keeps crows off the farm. Just hangs those sweats out in the fucking cornfield.
That is a hell of a story.
Which one?
The fucking pants story of the part. I can't get over it. That you're getting up and...
See, we all have these stories, but you guys aren't willing to fucking share. You guys want to...
kidding?
I'm trying to...
Be
I've told other stories.
Superheroes all the time.
No. I've told other stories. I've never had that happen. I'm trying to think of an embarrassing moment.
I don't even think I can look at her today.
When have I not thrown myself under the bus? I haven't had that.
Your stories just sound cool all the time, though.
But maybe to you they do.
No,
but
that's not cool at all.
I'm a sensitive little baby.
I was a big crybaby. I used to cry at the drop of a hat when I was a kid. Oh my God, what a little crybaby I was.
That's who I picture when I see you guys, really. I mean, really, to the core of who you are. You're not fucking cool guy and cool guy.
Shit.
You're fucking hide in the apple tree, little fellow, and cry when the spaghetti's on the wall. That's the core to me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's fine. It's good. I like it. It makes me like you guys a lot.
Well,
thanks, Jimmy.
This is the first official communique from my fiancée that has made the radio.
Oh.
I've only referred to her.
Well.
Dear shitpants.
I've only referred to her, but I've never given an actual communique from my...
Yes.
She writes, I don't mind the crying or your pants that smell like asshole. But your asshole leaking is too much.
She's packing.
It's not an actual leakage. I can't explain it right.
What is it, leaving skid marks?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See, I'm not saying I've never had it, but it's just rare that like after a sweaty gym, like if I'm on the bike or something, forget it. My asshole's a horror show.
Well, I've been riding, dude. I've been riding the exercise bike a lot at the gym, and I'm just sitting in my own sweat. Probably other people's sweat that's still in the seat. Oh yeah. When I actually went to the bathroom, getting back to the stinky pants, after I was mortified and I closed the door. 2 doors, by the way, I was able to close between me and my fiance.
An airtight airlock,
smart.
yeah.
And I'm like, how bad could these things smell? Of course you gotta smell.
Oh, no, did you
right?
hold them up to your nose?
Dude, I was immediately, and I'm by myself, immediately embarrassed for my soul. I was so fucking embarrassed. And then I'm sitting there in the bathroom going, holy shit, she smelled this. Holy shit. Holy shit. What do I do now? Holy shit.
You know, were you sitting on the couch?
Oh, there you go. Chris from
chair.
Ohio. Hot wings. Thank you. First honest fucking guy.
Were you sitting on the couch? Were you stinky pants?
Yeah, so every time
did you smell exactly where you were sitting? You might need a little Febreze.
Hey, it's a brand new couch. Just came in.
Shit.
Just came in.
You got ass couch. You might have to spray that fucker down.
There you go. Tube steak makes me leak. See?
Tube steak? Yeah. I think he means a big hard cock.
I just don't have anything that does that to my ass for some reason. There's things that make me fart worse, where my ass will stink because I've been farting a lot, but it's just rare I get that.
Coffee? Yeah, does that do it?
Thank you. So people know what maybe leakage is not the term, but there's,
like a sweaty, disgusting feeling in your asshole.
Ew.
To get into it, it's like not all your shit is solid. Of
course not.
It's a little looser and like a little more water based, and some of that gravity's taking its toll. That's all I'm saying.
When I eat almonds, my fucking shit it's like a moist pile of shavings.
Oh God!
And it stinks. Yeah, we're getting off the subject. See, duty is a safe subject for boys. We're very safe.
Fuck you.
I want to talk about
very
Anthony crying.
I admitted I cried. What else do you need from me, Jimmy?
I want to talk about Anthony and this poor boy's need to shed some tears. Because I think Anthony, underneath it all, is a very sweet, sensitive
I'm very
boy.
sensitive.
Hold that thought just because I don't want this to go by because I've never heard this before. Kurt Tran from Canada. Opie symptom is called wolf bites. It happens when you take a shit and you think you're clean. Fucking updated. God damn it.
Wolf bites?
And you think you're clean, but an hour later a little shit leaks out. And someone else knows what I'm talking about. Mike, it says, it's when your butthole spits in your pants. And this guy says his ass gets seepy. He'll call it seepy when he eats cauliflower or veggie platters with ranch dressing. So maybe the body doesn't break down some of the condiments that we put in our bodies.
Well, you also got to make sure when you take a dump that you get everything out of there, because there's sort of like your intestine, and then right out the asshole, there's sort of a waiting room.
Yeah.
Where, everything kind of waits to come on out. Yeah. And if you leave that waiting room full, you could have a problem during activity.
All right.
If I'm holding a shit in a long time, my ass could sweat a little bit, and then it will stink. Like that, yeah. But there's no food in particular. That's more like whatever. If I'm not shitting immediately, that will happen. But it's not from any particular food.
If you get sweat running down your ass crack, I don't care who the fuck you are, you're going to be in trouble.
Absolutely.
You gotta clean up and ace whatever clothes you're wearing and throw them in the laundry.
Sweat down the ass crack, not unlike tears down a little boy's face.
That's right.
Yes.
Back to Anthony.
Very sensitive and very sweet young boy. Yes. And I try to still be that.
I think Anthony needs a good, heavy cry.
Like a blubbering.
Yeah.
How would I go about that?
What
do I do?
I think if you sat down in a room with a person
do I hurt myself?
No.
I have to bring it on with pain?
No, just through being honest. Don't you have to things coming out.
Don't you have to write a check soon? Bring in your checkbook.
Oh, okay. I forgot. I cry every 3 months. I cry on the 1st. Yeah.
It's taking that big, heavy shit. Sometimes they pinch a little on the way out, but man, it feels good when they're gone. That's the way it is at this stuff. That's what it is emotionally. It's a big, heavy shit.
Yeah. What happened?
And it feels wonderful once it's out.
That's funny. Seconds from gagging.
What happened?
That's my communique. I'm seconds from gagging.
What part?
I don't know.
Probably Anthony being emotional.
Yeah, it can't be my stinky pants. I'm not the only one that ever had stinky pants, right?
But here's one from my girlfriend. Mm-hmm. Jesus.
Die.
No, I don't fuck you until you take the glasses off. Oh. Swing and a miss. I get a big chuckle. She didn't communicate with me because she's asleep.
Thank you. Jay from Danbury. He's joining the club, the Swamp Ass Club. Maybe we could have Swamp Ass card holders. We have them for everything else.
I have toilet paper holders.
Hey, my cornhole gets drippy anytime I have chicken soup. Wait, come on. These guys are now finally playing. Ah, fuck, it went by too fast. Chicken soup and what? I need to know.
I have to piss very badly.
Oh, you're getting dick leakage.
I am.
That's embarrassing when you take a leak and you're wearing nice light pants and you don't shake good enough, and then you walk back out to the dinner table with a little spot of piss on the front of your pants.
Down your leg, and you're still going. And you realize you never stopped and you're old.
You never left. Never left your house.
You only pretended to go to the bathroom, and you're really conversing with your girlfriend's family while you're pissing your khakis.
You're not wearing pants at all.
Exactly.
Just pissing on them.
Just jerking off in front of your girlfriend's family. Pissing and coming all over the turkey while they sit in shock, going, "What is he doing?" I'll be right back.
Wait.
All right, go pee, Jimmy.
Wait.
George from Long Island. Print up the instant feedback. It's great during the break. George, go ahead.
Hey, I want to know the thought process when somebody has people over the house and they're wearing dirty sweatpants, any sweatpants.
Well, it was the morning, and I like to sleep in the nude, so am I supposed to go out to the living room with my nudity in front of my chick's brother?
It might have smelled less.
No, no. Honestly, I just threw something on. It was like in the morning, and morning went into late afternoon because we were watching football, and I still had the pants on. But it was a snowy day here in New York, and no one was going outside. So I said, "What the fuck? Might as well hang around in my sweatpants."
The other thing, I call that a courtesy wipe.
Yeah.
You after you do your business and you're going about the day and you feel a little burning going on.
Yeah.
That's a courtesy wipe.
Yeah, you need to
you got to take.
There you go. See, people know what I'm talking about. It's
courtesy wipe.
It's more like swampy ass, but most people don't want to really describe it, so they just say swampy ass. But what does that mean? There's some action going on.
Something
down there.
Seeping out.
A little seepage from gravity. Just a little, nothing crazy.
You need a tighter seal.
I got a tight seal.
You got to exercise that sphincter muscle. Try doing some heavy lifts with marshmallows again.
Yeah, maybe the marshmallows did it.
Yeah, that might have done it.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll do some shit next.
I think the important thing to remember is that if I'm going to feel sad, it's okay to feel sad. It's not necessary to always mask it with anger. And it's like I've been saying that I think that you could use a good cry, and I think that you could use a good cry.
Will you shut the fuck up?
Saying.
Well, no, but I mean, I'm almost done.
Fuck up.
I'm only saying that I think that a friend of mine once told me.
Oh my God.
That you don't have to find who you are. Just get rid of all the crap you're not, and whoever you are shows up.
Oh. That's kind of nice.
Jimmy,
my good friend
through the
Sean
entire
McShane taught me that.
Fucking break. Chris M. from Oklahoma City writes, Jimmy sounds like someone who just tried heroin and now wants everyone else to try it. Jimmy's new addiction, therapy. Douglas.
Well, that could be. There are people that are addicted to therapy.
But I'm not. I go once a week, and it's helped me a lot. I've been going back since January.
It's helped you a little.
All right, well.
If we're all going to be honest with each other today, it's helped a little.
I think there's been a very positive change in Jimmy.
It's helped me a lot.
Douglas from Austin. Yeah. Pizza is my killer. While visiting New York City, I ate greasy pizza and leaked in my pants while I was sightseeing.
Oh, fuck.
Patsy from Texas. Opie, my husband gets leaky ass from greasy cheeseburgers or chili. Opie, you do remember you're marrying an 11, right? Hey, my cornhole gets drippy anytime I have chicken soup and or any cheddar. It's awful. That's Jay from Danbury. That was the other half of his thing there.
Oh.
Tim from Pittsburgh. Swamp ass is the perfect term. Happens at least once a week. No particular food involved. Even after 6 wipes, an hour later, there's still some seepage. Bob from Manorville. Eating chicken soup gives me ass clam.
Ass clam.
That's disgusting. Phil M. from Clark, New Jersey. You ever pick the lint from your boxers out of your asshole before you jump in the shower and smell it? Or is it just me?
The best to do is when you're showering and you dig your fingers in there and you pull away a little rolled up paper that was in there. I'm like, oh, this must have reeked.
Jim from New Brunswick. Oh, my wife said the same thing to me. I wear sweat shorts as PJs, and she went to put her head in my lap and recoiled with a face that looked like someone maced her.
You did.
And Eddie from Boston. Hooters 911 wings. Sometimes something about the sauce makes me leak. 10-mile ride on Route 93 South, pulled over 5 times. So I'm not alone. Speaking of the awful sweats, I got to make a call.
Jeez, what did you just say, Jimmy, about that? Because I had something to comment on.
What?
The last thing you said.
About get rid of all the crap you're not?
No.
Wait.
Oh, the toilet paper.
Let me get this. Did you wash the sweatpants? Yeah. Oh, they washed? All right, don't touch them. I'm bringing them. I am bringing them in.
What's she going to touch her with, a stick?
She's screaming, don't bring them in. Don't touch them. I'm bringing them in tomorrow.
Who's going to have to smell them?
Who's not? I see everyone on the staff wears them on their face.
Oh, God.
And it's boogie noises.
And don't touch the long johns either. I forgot to tell those guys about that.
Oh, what's wrong with the long johns?
Yeah, I do hang them around the house on hooks. They have to air out. All right, don't touch them. I'm bringing them in.
The airing out doesn't get rid of the bacteria that reactivates.
All right, good news, guys.
Moisture or heat.
Good news, guys.
Good news?
The sweatpants have not been washed yet. And the long johns that were underneath that were just as bad, because I forgot to tell you, I like to be warm in the winter, but I also like to work out. So I had long johns and sweatpants, went to the gym and rode the exercise bike for about an hour.
Wait, so the sweatpants that they smelled were over the long johns?
Yes.
So the long johns have to be nuclear, man.
And I got good news for everybody. I got them. They haven't been washed yet.
Good news for everyone.
Who's that good news for?
Everybody listening.
Hunting dog in case you go missing, maybe.
Everyone in studio.
Oh, basset hound. Yeah. Go find him, boy.
Very good news. Good news for everybody. How do I bring them in, though?
With a stick? Like fucking Snoopy running away from home. Over your shoulder.
You would have to put those in multiple plastic bags.
It might be too personal if I make interns smell my sweatpants.
No, it won't be. What are you talking about? You should make them smell while you're wearing them.
No, what's his face there?
Pat Duffy?
No,
Jared.
Big boy made a duty.
Jared.
Oh, Jared's back, right?
Jared's
for a couple
back
days
for
the
a little
Christmas
while.
break. All right, Jared, is he here today? Yeah. All right, tell Jared.
It's Jared. Look at Jared. Jared's back. Hi, Jared.
Hey, Jared.
Look, it's actually good to see you.
It kind of is in a weird way.
Look, you're like, he almost fell.
Stupid asshole.
He tried to sit down and almost fucking hit the floor.
Yeah, he didn't realize that the chair with wheels would move when he pushed his ass into it.
Let's,
Sean from Monroe, New Jersey.
him on a little
I get the
camera.
ass leaks from the garlic butter sauce.
Garlic butter sauce.
I love the garlic butter sauce.
Who doesn't like the garlic butter sauce?
They're my favorite.
You have to just almost get the C out.
Garlic butter
sauce. Jared, you're going to be smelling my sweatpants tomorrow, and it's good to see you.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to it.
Where is he? There he is.
He's a good boy.
How have you been?
I've been great.
Are you famous for Big Boy Made a Duty?
Yeah.
And the duty hat?
Yeah, I actually, I was walking down the street in Syracuse, and this kid walked up to me, and he's like, "Holy crap, it's you. It's Cream Pie Jones."
Cream Pie Jones.
Yeah, but you were replaced by Pat Duffy.
It happens.
All right.
So what have you been doing?
Are you interning at our Syracuse affiliate?
Yes, 95X.
Do they like us up there?
Yes, very much.
They do?
Yeah.
You can be honest. I don't care.
No, yeah. Alexis and Jim. Jim's the guy who does board op.
Right.
Likes you. Alexis loves you guys.
Right. Is she hot?
Oh.
Wow.
What have you been doing?
I've been doing.
Maybe you don't like girls. Is she hot?
She's attractive.
Oh,
that's a no.
I've been doing production work.
Production work.
Yes.
And what you're up there for school though?
Yes.
So you're going to school.
Yes.
Okay, and what do you do there?
I go to Syracuse University.
What do you do? Everyone just goes, they go to school. I don't know what everyone... No one knows what the fuck they take in school anymore.
It doesn't matter. The thing is to be able to brag about the school you go to. It doesn't matter about what you do.
Doesn't matter
at
what
that
you're
school.
going for, what you're looking to achieve once you leave that.
Dude, you could basically be a janitor.
Hallowed halls.
You could be a janitor that's sweeping, the classrooms out at Syracuse University, and people go, "What do you do?" I go to Syracuse. But you're going to a job, but they don't have to know that.
Yeah.
And you're cool because that's an impressive university.
How about this? Let me ask like the way the young people talk.
All right.
What subjects are you taking, and how are your marks?
I am.
How are your marks?
Are you getting high marks?
Grandma, did you get promoted?
I'm a psychology and anthropology major.
Psychology and anthropology.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And you're like, well, what are you doing with the radio thing? Well, my whole logic
Excuse me,
was...
let me interrupt you for 1 second.
I wasn't.
No one was saying, what are you doing with the radio thing? We're not your
failing miserably at it.
We're not a fucking class that you're giving a motivational speech to.
No, you
all
might be
looking at
saying.
me going, hey, what is this guy doing?
All right, now I'm going to tell you.
Yes, what's this, Jared's infomercial? Why am I putting a shit hat on? Well, funny you should ask that, God, and everyone else on the planet. Okay.
Now, what's with the anthropology? That seems like out of left field for you. Trying to find out what you are.
I took anthropology of American life through literature and film my freshman.
What exactly?
Really interesting course.
What is interesting about that?
Because we read a book called Culture Against Man. It was written by a guy named Jules Henry.
He's a douche.
But what was the gist of that? That was so interesting.
It's that you see it, you don't notice these things, but they exist. And it's just
like what, the interesting part of this chat?
Yeah, what are you doing? I thought anthropology was more the classic anthropology.
Well, there are several different fields of study among anthropology.
Yeah.
Archaeology. There's linguistics. There's ethnology or cultural anthropology.
Oh, of course, they had to throw that one in. Make everyone feel good.
Then there's applied anthropology.
We all know who tried to get that course put in the schools. And then there's what, the last one?
Applied anthropology.
Applied anthropology, which is like just all sorts of different...
Anthropology you use on a daily basis, like when you write a check or go shopping.
Or like CSI.
CSI.
He told you.
See, that's interesting,
We're
then.
talk to Anthony like he's a dope.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I wouldn't know. I didn't know what anthropology courses were like. Man, there's so many of them. And how are you going to use that in your future?
I don't know.
See, that's what everyone says. That's what I was getting at. You don't know what the fuck you're going to do with your life.
Well, my whole logic is...
that I have none.
Logic.
Well, sometimes you start off doing something in college and it doesn't necessarily designate the career path you're going to follow.
Oh.
Like my mother, for example, she was a communications major.
Oh.
And now
she didn't tell you to get closer than 3 feet away from the microphone?
And now she's dead.
Oof.
No.
Sorry.
Sorry.
My meanness coming out because I hate you right now because I'm bored.
I could always leave and do something else.
No. Go ahead. I like you.
Trying to figure out a little bit about Jared. What he's been doing since he's been gone. I thought maybe, perhaps, after a few months of being away at a school, he'd have some fun stories and adventure.
Wait.
I'm trying to pull it out, and he has nothing.
I sense something here, and I just got to go on record. I'm not bored because of your participation in this. You did your job. Trust me. It's this zero that has nothing.
Anyone that goes away from it for a few months, you would think would have something of interest to bring back to the people that he worked with.
No? I used to, but this semester I kind of became a homebody.
Ew. You got agoraphobia?
I just didn't feel like going out.
Oh.
Oh, it's cultural anthropology.
Anxiety?
How close are you to killing yourself?
Not very close.
No.
Why don't you leave your house?
I just didn't feel like going. I was really tired on the weekends.
You're an odd bird, Jared.
Is there a part of anthropology that an elder would come back to the village and discuss his what he did out there in the wilderness or something, and maybe linguistics or
No.
no, nothing like that?
You should walk around with one of those long sticks on your cock.
Yeah.
Like the tribesmen of the Kalahari.
What is the definition of anthropology?
It's the study of humankind.
Mankind. Stop being PC.
So that wouldn't
That's
apply?
what they say in class.
Who cares what they say in class?
A guy coming back like to a village after being out and experiencing life and then somehow communicating that to his people isn't part of anthropology?
I guess it would be.
Holy mother of fuck. How much is your tuition?
A lot.
How much?
How much is being wasted?
40 grand.
A year?
Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
40 large.
I'm going to be paying that back the rest of my life.
Oh, motherfucker.
You're going to $160,000.
You could open up a nice little anthropology shop and make your money back.
Yeah.
Has
Sell theories.
Has your mom kind of given you any hints that she realized that it's such a waste of time?
No.
Grades good?
Yeah.
A's?
What's your average?
3.2.
3.2.
That's A's.
Just
That's a B.
squeaking in.
It's a low B.
A little over. A little over.
That
a
doesn't
B.
look good, though, on a, transcript, a college
All right.
transcript,
Well,
does it?
You're going to be sniffing my underpants tomorrow.
Yeah.
My long johns, which are
Long
considered
johns.
long underpants, and my sweatpants. The sweatpants worse than the long johns, though.
These are the sweatpants.
The sweatpants weren't washed. I just thought about it for at least 2 weeks of workouts. Just kind of lazy. What
An
can I tell you?
entire family smelt ass from these.
Yeah.
Just in casual passing. Now you are going to hold it right up to your nose.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You got no problem with that.
And then we'll talk to you more.
All right. That's fine.
Yeah, more about your fucking anthropology.
Jimmy, I never got to go to Chinatown. And I think that it has affected my life.
Aw.
No. You can go whenever you want.
Yeah, but I was a kid at the time, and I was looking forward to the trip.
Well, those little things do haunt us, but...
And my mom took us all out of school. We were going to go down to Chinatown, the big day in the city, and we are going to have Chinese food and buy Chinese stuff.
By back scratchers.
Whatever. And it was going to be a nice day in Chinatown, and we got all excited. Woke up early and packed our little bags and our little lunch boxes for Chinatown.
Aw.
And then my mom's best friend, who's a raging alcoholic, obviously tied one on the night before and was too hungover to help my mom bring us all to Chinatown because there was about 5 to 6 of us. And my mom had to break the news that we weren't going to Chinatown. And I never went to Chinatown, Jimmy.
You should go.
And I think
See?
that affected me.
It
That's
probably
just
did.
a little thing that guides us and makes us the people we
Sure,
are.
makes us resentful of
Yeah.
people with afflictions, which would make me resentful of somebody who was a drunk. If they cost me a day trip like that I've been looking forward to.
Yeah.
It fucking makes us prepared for little heartbreaks.
Well, the excuse, she was sick, you know.
but you knew.
But we knew.
We knew what sick meant back
Sure.
then.
Alcoholism. That was her sickness. And
We're
we
going
weren't
to
allowed-
Chinatown now.
We weren't allowed to go to Chinatown. And we were going to reschedule. Guess what? We never rescheduled.
So take your girl and go and look at the stuff you would have looked at. Why
I'm
not?
30 years old now. Give or take a few.
Couple of years.
Give or take a couple of administrations. You should. I think you should go to Chinatown.
See, there you go. I share. So I would tell a therapist that. Now what? Now what happens?
It's not just about that. It's about being in an environment where you really. That's a thing. That's not a risky thing to talk about. Deep, whatever it is that you're scared to talk about, which we all have those things, which not we're scared like people will know, but they're hard because they bring up emotion or they bring up real sadness. Not the bullshit. I'm mad at the guy I work with. Shit, that's easy stuff. It's like the stuff that really, like who I am, like that type shit. When all the nonsense is said and done.
Deep-seated.
Sure, of course,
Anchored in there.
of course.
Blue Healer from Kentucky writes, didn't get to go to Chinatown, but Opie got to go to Funky Town. All right.
Everyone's looking. I got Jimmy on the camera with his glasses, and they're
That's
all saying
right.
you look adorable.
Thank you. They're all being very nice. I look like an egg-headed clod.
No. No.
Let me see. Look at this. Who fucks me? I'm looking at my head right now across the thing.
Yeah.
There's one person says the Dalai Lama.
I don't know what.
Look like the Dalai Lama.
I'm actually not that bad. Without the thing, like if I do like this and I talk, I take them off. I can't see shit. But that's how I talk when I talk therapy. Like
You take your glasses off occasionally. You make a point.
And I do this to make a point. I close the one piece, like the one earpiece.
Yeah.
And I put the other piece in my mouth, and I go, my earwax tastes shitty. I shouldn't do that again.
No, you shouldn't.
I like looking at myself on the monitor. I look like a dignified gentleman.
Yeah,
and
look
I
at
put my
you.
hood on, and I try to recapture. Oh, look, Little Red Riding, fat pig. Fucking, look at my neck. Yuck.
Don't pull it like that.
You can't pull yours because you have a slender man's neck. Look at me. I should be going to Grandma's house to get liposuction. Fucking fat-necked cunt.
Jimmy was grabbing his fat in the middle of us having fun over at the other joint, and he just went.
I didn't mean to.
It was off mic. No one saw it.
I didn't mean to, but I just like. Ugh.
I think I was the only one who saw it. I'm like, what is he doing? We're in the middle of having fun.
I just looked at my stomach.
He pulls up his shirt and squeezes his fat and goes. Ugh.
You lost a lot of weight. You just need toning.
Thank you. I certainly do.
Yes.
Like a veal. I need a lot of toning. Could I deliver that more vaudevillian?
Toning. Like a veal.
I gotta go because I gotta do something.
Aw.
At noon.
Therapy?
Oh, wow. Look at what time it is.
Wednesday.
Wednesdays.
I've canceled it 2 weeks in a row because I've had things to do.
Oh, boy, that's not good.
Was that important to you?
Well, look, again, like I said, I make it. I'm not, obsessive.
Well,
yeah.
Not an obsession.
Why don't you just lose that mumbo jumbo shit?
It's helpful though. Like
mumbo jumbo.
I find myself like more willing to not fight with my girlfriend when I know it's harder to do shit when I know that I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm.
First step is to own it.
If you know you're doing something, then you can keep from doing it if it's bad.
Or it's harder for me to be comfortable doing it, which is again a step. Like if I'm with her, and there's times where I stay mad and I know I want to be mad. Like she was sending me these nice texts once she knew I was bothered. She's like, "Look, I love you, all these nice things," but I didn't want to respond. I was attacking because I was angry, but I knew I was angry.
Very childlike.
Yes, it is.
Especially through a text to attack like that.
Yeah.
We're gonna.
Did you use little initials for things?
No.
You spelled out the word. See?
I was, but I realized I like that feeling. That feeling of being hurt. I like it.
Why do you like that?
I don't know.
That's weird.
I don't know.
I hate that.
That feeling of being hurt or left.
What? No.
I like that feeling.
You like that?
I'm comfortable in that painful feeling is.
Because you're feeling something.
I don't know what it is. Yeah, maybe that's what she said. She said you do that because you need to feel something.
And you can't feel the other stuff like happiness and contentment with yourself. So you just like feeling what you can, which is hurt. Oh, that's sad.
Well,
I feel like I don't deserve good things.
I know you feel that way.
Yeah?
If it really feels that way, yes.
Oh, jeez. Spit on the board, Joe.
All right, so I feel like I don't deserve good things. Let's end the show. You fucking creep. Get rid of this mumbo jumbo. You're scaring the shit out of me.
No, it's okay stuff. You're a very good guy. You're a very sweet guy. Even when you're cranky, you're a very sweet guy underneath. I've spent enough time on the road with him where he's a very sensitive guy. He can be loud and break your balls.
I'm not loud. Shut up.
He's a very sensitive guy.
Shut the fuck up.
Underneath
hidden under that cranky ass exterior.
Exactly. hidden underneath that garbage scow he calls an asshole. He's a very sweet guy.
Hey, there's a great linger longer coming in. Chris from Ohio.
Hidden underneath the fucking gulls circling that fucking West Shore Expressway he calls underpants. That fucking
old Staten Island sweats.
Hey, they're coming in tomorrow.
Wow.
I'll find out if my fiance truly loves me, because if she threw him in the washing machine,
A worsher.
that means she doesn't truly love me.
Hidden
Yeah.
underneath.
She's got to allow those to make an appearance on the show tomorrow.
That fucking stable you call an anus is a very gentle and sweet boy.
Hey,
That fucking slaughterhouse.
that hidden beneath that August day on the corpse farm that you call a pair of long johns is a very kind man.
Don't be fooled. The long johns aren't as bad as the sweatpants. Long johns only had about 2 days for me to kind of like marinate in.
Yeah, marinate. Oh, that's wonderful.
It's the sweatpants that will knock someone down tomorrow.
Yes. Hidden beneath tank 1 at the sewage treatment plant.
Right.
Hidden beneath that fucking Mike Rowe season finale.
Mike Rowe's going to do a dirty job. We're going to launder Opie sweatpants today.
Wow, this is a bad one. This is
a bad
really
one.
bad.
This was a great linger longer. Opie didn't go to Chinatown, but he did get to go to the uncle's burnt out house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah! Oh, get the Frank Sinatra song. I'm not going to listen to it.
It's been standing by, I think.
All right, we'll play that though.
If anyone they should have played it before.
No, because I don't really. I shared, but I'm not going to.
Well, you would have just said turn it off.
No, I'll just leave. But
Turn it
you'll
off.
hear the song that gave me a damn good cry, and that is what reminds me of my pops, who was an amazing man. Learned something. Never sharing again.
Why?
I talk about really smelly, horrific fucking sweatpants, and I don't get no acknowledgement in the runner-up lines of the day. No more sharing for me. Going back to a board up. That's what I do.
But
now.
I don't think that was line of the day material.
Board up now.
I think that was more.
I go back to pushing buttons. What do you think of them? Apples.
How about if we said line most likely to draw fruit flies?
All right, we're going to end the show.
The line of the day, from the front opening where you piss from to the Fruit of the Loom label.
Mark of the day. Mark of the day.
Brown line of the day.
Fuck you, man. Those sweatpants are coming in tomorrow. They're going to be a hit, I tell you. A hit. I'm putting my coat on because we're gonna end the show differently today. You could go.
You're going to have to evacuate.
Well, you could go to the Zeppelin channel, which I'm fucking loving, and we haven't acknowledged on this show.
It is very good.
Reason. Channel 59, man. In between us and Ron and Fez, you should check it out. It's a fucking amazing job they're doing with that. I think Lou Brutus put the whole thing together. It's amazing.
Oh.
Fucking amazing. The Zeppelin Channel 59. Coats on.
Yeah, you are ready to go.
This is the song that my dad really dug, and this is not good for me. So, but we'll play this today in whatever memory of my dad, whatever you want, whatever you want to think.
And you leave, because I don't want to see any emotion out
I
of
would
you.
never fucking cry in front of you.
Play it.
Oh no!
Oh boy!
Oh shit!
Oh, before you go, I want to discuss.
No, you gotta go. Oh, this is a sad horn.
I'm starting to really like Amy Winehouse.
What
is wrong
Are you
with you?
Well, my girlfriend.
Her shenanigans?
Stop with the therapy.
No.
Stop with the mumbo jumbo therapy.
Amy puts me in touch with me.
Oh my God!
No, she wrote a good song. It was on my alarm clock. Was a CD. It was a song my girlfriend put in, which of course she was thinking of me.
Yeah.
And
well, what song?
To know him is to love him.
Oh my God!
Which is very good. It's very true.
Stop going to therapy. It's ruining this radio show.
It's nice.
No.
Yesterday, Jimmy brought his mumbo jumbo therapy to the Opie and Anthony show and pretty much shut down the show for about 2 hours.
Is that the style of therapy he
didn't know what to say.
he takes? Mumbo jumbo.
He completely shut down the show with this therapy thing.
Psychobabble.
Trying to get me in therapy. I think you're hinting that Anthony needs therapy. You're trying to tell the world how great therapy is.
Everyone, I think, at some point in their life should sit and maybe just talk to someone that's more open-minded than your friends, family, or yourself.
But now he's introducing Amy Winehouse to the Opie and Anthony show.
This I have a problem with.
And what song was it again?
To know him is to love him.
To know him is to love him.
I went and bought the album.
You better hope. You better hope she doesn't really know you. Do you have that, E-Rock? Of course not. Don't find it. To know him is to love him.
Yeah, I'm very sweet.
She does have a fine voice, and you know, if I happen upon rehab, I'll crank it up a little bit so I could do the no. I like that part, but that's it.
That song's catchy.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd leave it on if it comes on. Like, but
no.
yeah, it's, you know.
Where's our version of this, Rock? Why would the Grammy stuff be in front of me? Don't point over here. That ain't helping.
Look at him run. Step and fetch it.
Thank you.
That's our E-Rock.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, boss.
Yeah.
Comes running over.
Boss, we have it right here.
It's right here, boss. Right here, boss.
We all forgot about the fact that you almost died on our show.
Oh, that's old news.
Good to know everything's back to normal around here.
Old news.
This is Roland doing that same exact song because it's a Grammy nomination.
Mm-hmm.
It's an Opie and Anthony Grammy Minute. Song of the Year.
Rehab, Amy Winehouse.
They tried to take me to rehab. I said no. Yes, I've been black, but when I come back, you will know, no. I ain't got the time. If my daddy thinks I'm fine, he's trying to take me to go to rehab. I won't go.
Expand your Grammy knowledge base with Opie and Anthony.
I like how he's got to swallow midline.
Yeah.
To have us.
I did one of these yesterday.
Yes, we heard the raw tracks,
and I wanted it to be good.
Oh no!
I didn't go in there nobody's going in there and trying to be goofy.
Yeah, they're just singing like they would sing.
Like I tried to do a little falsetto, and I really, really put my all into it. And we played it yesterday late in the show. And it pretty much shut down the Opie and Anthony show. Between Jimmy's rehab and this thing.
Here's what Ope was hoping for, that we would do it and go, aha, and then go, you know what? God damn it, the kid's good.
The kid's good.
And, well, I don't know. I don't know if we should play this because it's it's one of these moments where people don't know what to say. These guys didn't want to comment about it after I did it.
I want to hear it.
Then some feedback, they were all doing just their Beavis and Butthead, like their, yeah. And then I asked Tim, I said, Tim, are people laughing at me and with me or just at me? And he said, well, they're laughing with you and at you.
Isn't the most important thing just the fact that they're laughing?
No, it is
That's what I say.
No, it is said about this audio you're about to hear. I was truly trying.
Yeah.
To get something good. And this is how it came.
Very hard with a falsetto, by the way.
It's an Opie and Anthony Grammy Minute. Best female pop vocal performance.
Big Girls Don't Cry, Fergie.
I hope you know that this has nothing to do with you. It's personal, myself and I. We've got some straightening out to do, and I'm gonna miss you like a child misses their blanket. But I gotta get a move on with my life. It's time to be a big girl now. And big girls don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry. Don't cry.
Expand your Grammy knowledge base with Opie and Anthony.
Okay, terrific.
Good Lord.
I see the awful, terrible things in my life.
Wow.
Wow. That's terrific. That's terrific.
How pathetic is that? Look, I'll jump on the pile here, no problem, even though it's myself. How pathetic is it that I can't even keep up with a song that is a really slow one?
Well,
I can't even keep
now,
up with it.
When you sang that, did you hear the song in your head?
Oh yeah, it was playing in the headphones.
Oh, okay.
And
I was wondering.
I couldn't keep up with the damn chick.
I guess that was kind of an insult there. I guess should have.
What?
Like, if I have to ask if you had the music playing in your headphones.
Oh yeah,
that's bad. I thought maybe you're just winging it.
Well, that one
without music, and then they put it to the music.
That one part, there's just too many words to fit in.
Yeah, you got to shoehorn them in there a little bit.
Yeah.
The reviews are coming in. We're laughing at you.
Yeah, I know. Look, I tried. I tried.
Opie makes Tippy Tom sound like Sinatra.
Maybe I need to do another one.
Well, maybe that wasn't your song.
No, maybe I can't do the falsetto.
Yeah, the falsetto thing is very difficult to make sound good.
Yeah. All right. Let's say hi to James in New Hampshire. James, what's up, buddy?
Hey, how's it going, fellas?
Hey there, James.
Hold on. Someone's saying I'm full of S and says I wasn't trying. That's me trying. Oh, yeah, that was me trying to keep up with the song and hit a couple high notes. Absolutely.
Falsetto's impossible for a lot of guys. It's just not... you can't get power out of it. It's hard to keep your pitch right with it. It's very difficult.
Right. All right, James, go ahead.
First thing is just start writing your Grammy acceptance speech now, my friend.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, sir.
There's someone that liked it.
Thank you.
The second thing is, did you happen to bring in your stinky pants for Extreme Male Camel Toe Tuesday?
Now, a lot of people were, it even popped into my head this morning. Did Opie bring his stinky pants? Of course, yesterday Opie let us in on a little information, a little too much information. He was hanging out with his fiancée.
And the Philly crew.
And the Philly crew, her family.
I've brought the Philly crew into many discussions on the Opie show.
And apparently he was working out for a while in these sweatpants.
What I do really fast, I like to hit the gym and I like to wear clothes. Where am I going?
So sweatpants. You're wearing your sweatpants.
And when I come home, I take the sweatpants off. They're those thick ones that just absorb all moisture, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, it soaks up the moisture. It's like heavy cotton. And then I just kind of hang them on the back of the door in the bathroom until next time I need to go to the gym.
Not good.
See, I don't go to the gym as a fashion plate. I just throw on dumb sweatpants, an old shirt.
There's a pretty big chasm between fashion plate and swampy butt. There's a middle ground there of washing the sweats after each use.
What I'm trying to say, when I go to my gym, I see a lot of people, they're kind of showing off for each other with their nice workout outfits.
Well, that's silly.
I'm not one of those guys.
No.
I got my baggy gray sweatpants that show off my my package very nicely.
That's wonderful.
Especially when I'm doing my...
Oh, look at that. James is liking it.
Especially when I'm doing my back braces to take care of my herniated disc. So, your pelvis is way up in the air, and these sweatpants show off the area nice when you're just standing up straight.
Thrusting.
I've seen girls drop weights.
Whoa.
Shortens the distance for the bench press.
They're dropping weights to hold their nose, apparently.
Anyway, so I don't think about these sweatpants. I wear them, and I put them on the hook until next time.
Yeah. But don't you think maybe they're getting a little stinky around the back end?
It's more of a guessing game. Just every once in a while, I'll go, let's throw these in the wash. I'm not really... I don't know why I don't do the sniff test with my sweatpants, but I do with with my jeans and everything else, like every other guy out there.
I think you could assume that if you're working out in it, it needs to be washed after every single use.
Or at least every 30th.
Yeah. So, and I've been doing the exercise bike a lot at the gym because, I can't get out there. It's a little too cold to be running and doing some of that inline skating. And I jump on my exercise bike and do the trail. Jimmy knows on the west side there.
Mm-hmm.
So exercise bike is kind of, it captures a lot of moisture.
Well, that would be the one that would probably give the crankiest of crank. When you're sitting down, you're working hard.
Dude, there are times when I even just get ready to get on the exercise bike, I smell someone else's swamp ass.
Oh,
that's how bad those seats are in the gyms.
What your gym have? We have something you spray on it when you're done, like a little spray and a
Oh, that would be
paper
nice.
towel.
That would be called considerate.
Hydrochloric acid.
Yeah.
Just
Anyway.
burn away anything.
To fast forward, on Sunday, I'm hanging with the Philly crew, watching some football, watching the Pats, obviously, and I kept getting up off the couch, and I'm catching
Is great.
catching a whiff of something.
You certainly must have been.
Trying to keep it clean, catching a whiff, all right, and a pretty significant whiff, by the way. And also, I'm like, God, these guys, because we went to the Ron and Fez Winter Carnival. I'm thinking these guys got like beer farts or something. I'm blaming it on them because there's three of them, me and my fiance. And I kept getting up and I'm smelling this funk, and I'm ready to blame those guys. And then and Kenny, Lindsay's brother, finally goes, "Did you fart?" Because he loves farting in front of everybody.
No.
His are horrific.
Oh, no. They asked.
His are horrific.
They asked if you. Oh.
And at that point, I'm like, oh, my God, I think it's me. And then I just went about the rest of my afternoon not really worrying about it.
You even had like a pre-warning.
Oh, yeah. And then when the Philly crew left, Lindsay finally went to me, "You stink."
Oh, Lindsay had to tell you.
She
that
finally
was the
had
most
to tell me
embarrassing
that
part.
it was my sweatpants, and it's been a problem all afternoon long. And then I went into the bathroom feeling like very just embarrassed.
Of course.
And I took off the sweatpants, and then at that point I did the sniff test, and oh my God, it almost floored me. It was so bad that even though, I said this yesterday, even though no one was around, I was completely embarrassed for myself. Completely embarrassed. You know how bad it has to be to embarrass yourself when you're alone?
Well, it's bad because not only did she notice, but her extended family noticed.
Yeah, but, Kenny's cool, though. Like, he brags about it.
Of course he is.
He laughs at that stuff.
But it's all the chick. It's the fact that your chick notices that the back of your sweatpants smells bad. It's like, ugh.
Right.
I get it. It's embarrassing.
Right. And by the way, the other thing that I was talking about late in the show, I'm good today.
Oh.
So I think it was the wasabi.
The
wasabi making mud.
Yeah.
You got to have Kenny go get them.
Making mud.
You have to have Kenny get them this morning.
What?
The sweats. They have to be done.
Oh, yeah. Well, you just blew it, Jimmy. So what I was going to say, James, I'm finally getting back to you. I'm getting ready to leave today, and I see the sweats laying next to the hamper, and I pick them up, and I picked them up, and I'm like, maybe this was, like, overblown. So I gave him another sniff test.
Just awful.
Wow, it floored me. And then I got to be honest, I was too embarrassed to bring them in. So, because I'm thinking, this is what I was thinking as I was leaving. They're still there. No one's touching them. But I was thinking, if I bring these sweatpants in, these guys are going to really start thinking I'm nuts. I know you already think that, but this would take it to another level.
Yeah.
So I need to know, do you guys really want me to bring these in?
I want you to, just so an intern has to smell it.
Yes.
Like, I want no part of it. I don't want to even get close to them.
Oh, I understand that.
But to see an intern have to smell it would really be pleasurable.
But see, we were having fun yesterday on the radio, and then, the day goes by, you get a good night's sleep.
There you go. Jesus.
What?
Oh, the day goes by.
Yes.
Okay, I thought you were
good night's sleep, and I'm
slight
thinking,
at me.
I'm thinking maybe that was yesterday's show, and maybe we should just move on. And I'm thinking, if I like, put this in a brown paper bag and walk in today, you guys are gonna, like, I don't know, you're gonna call a hospital.
You're
or
doing
something.
a Sopranos ending on us. Bring the goddamn things in.
You really want them in,
of course,
Jimmy.
Not only do I want him in, but I literally want, before the end of this show, I want Kenny to drive there, and your girl can have them ready, or just let Kenny in or whatever.
Just in a biohazard suit with tongs.
Yeah, just like Dustin Hoffman.
An outbreak.
With a stick and a Geiger thing.
Oh,
E-Rock, do you want
the monkey smells better than the pants?
Let's ask E-Rock. E-Rock, you want me to bring him in? Sure. You know who's going to smell him, right?
Not me.
Not me. E-Rock's like, I paid my dues by almost dying the other day.
You really did.
Screw you and your pants.
Wait, I have an idea. How about this? You bring him in.
Yeah.
And because E-Rock gets dumped on a lot by a lot of the guys, how about E-Rock gets to pick who smells them?
Yeah.
I would like Eric to be able to pick who
This is really embarrassing, though.
What?
Opie, can I just clear something up?
Yeah, go ahead, James.
I just want to make sure. So you decided it was a better idea to leave the stinky sweatpants with your 11 fiance than give them to an intern. Just checking.
Well, they're kind of off on their own at this point.
The bottom line is,
I got so many rooms in my new place. My sweatpants have their own room right now.
the bottom line is this: the girlfriend is the main one. Once she's like smelled them, like she's the one you want to protect.
Yeah,
she's the one you have sex with. But once she smelled them, all bets are off. Doesn't matter who else smells them.
Right.
Yeah, she's the only one that counts, and she happened to be the first one.
So if you're in agreement, then they'll come in either later today or tomorrow at the latest.
Got to get them
later today because you don't want that fermenting smell to go anywhere. You got to strike while the iron's hot.
Jimmy,
I'm thinking.
Trust me, they're not going anywhere. And you know what I'll do for you guys? I'll run the stairs today in them.
Oh God! Get reactivated.
Yeah,
it's like Jerry curl. Sometimes you gotta put the reactivator on.
I'm gonna reactivate today because I run the stairs in my new place just to get a little exercise. So I'll run the stairs today in the sweatpants just to make sure we're ready to go tomorrow. Okay?
All right.
Thank you, James.
Fans are pro stinky pants, my friend.
All right, sir.
Peace out, guys.
Thanks for listening. We greatly appreciate that.